This news update is brought to you by...
From rom-coms to dramatic tearjerkers and hit action movies, video on demand from Flo's got what you need, baby. Spend some we time tonight. Oh yeah. Simply press the VOD button on your Flo remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today evening news update for Thursday, February 11th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. The Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners wants government to drop the current system of universal health care. This was one of the recommendations from the second of 3 town hall meetings organized by the Ministry of Health to discuss financing growing healthcare costs. Documents from the ministry's Planning and Research Unit show government provided 55% of the $7.7 million healthcare bill in 2012 to 2013. But the association is now recommending that government focus on people who are least capable of taking care of themselves and let those who can afford to do so pay for the services. 2 elderly women are homeless this evening after fire destroyed their dwelling this morning. The women have since been taken in by relatives. They are among 5 residents of Reed's Gap, Goodlands, St. Michael, who were left counting their losses. 3 houses were destroyed before the blaze was brought under control. The head of the Barbados National Council of Parent-Teacher Association, Sean Gibbs, says the rapper controversy involving a student of Springer Memorial School has been blown out of proportion. And he says he is hoping that the situation will be resolved when Education Minister Ronald Jones meets with the student's mother, Alicia Weeks, tomorrow. The association met on the issue earlier this week, and Gibbs tells Barbados Today the problem could have been avoided, and they will be taking steps to deal with similar matters in the future.
The whole matter could have been avoided, should have been avoided, and what we intend to do going forward is to launch initiatives to parents that would seek to guide how they handle matters of this nature to avoid these matters escalating out of hand and creating what we would consider an environment that is not conducive to teaching and learning. When we do have issues within the school environment, and in a democratic society, we believe that person's rights should be represented, but it should be done in a fashion that does not make it difficult for the learning and teaching process to take place. We believe that we could have assisted if we were informed of the matter in its initial stages, so it would not skyrocket into something that it should not have been.
He is also hoping that the issue will be settled in the best interest of the student.
In terms of the protracted nature, too long, but I'm happy to hear that there is a meeting with the ministry and the parent that I have no doubt will see a resolution to the matter. The issue of the child being in school or being out of school is a responsibility of the child and parent as well as the school officials, and everything should be done to ensure that the child is back into school.
One senior engineer is offering possible solutions to the ongoing drought conditions. Andrew Hutchinson is recommending harvesting water to deal with the current shortage. Hutchinson told an ongoing drought mitigation seminar that rainwater is also being wasted, as it can also help alleviate the problem.
But the gullies are porous, or coral, or filters, so you can build check dams and capture the water. It mitigates flood management downstream and it recharges the aquifer. The projects I've been involved in, when I did Sandy Lane's drainage, if you go down Sandy Lane, I got about 6 check dams at Sandy Lane. The water, golf course, goes upon it, it goes in the ground. If there's more, it will flow away. But we're storing the water to recharge. Royal Westmoreland has check dams. It still got check dams.
Telecoms company Digicel is reporting an increase in customers since announcing it will absorb the 4.5% increase in VAT on cell phone use. The new levy took effect on January 1st. And speaking to reporters earlier today, CEO Connor Looney did not give exact figures, but he said there has been an increase in data plan subscribers.
We have certainly seen an increase in subscriber numbers, and we've also seen an increase in data plan subscribers. So people, understanding that the best value data plans are with Digicel, and the fastest 4G network in the country is Digicel. So the fact that actually they get the best value and it's on the fastest network is reason to be with Digicel. So more people are joining the bigger, better network. They're joining the Digicel family. It's not just after 12 years, but it's even after the last 5 weeks since that happened at the beginning of January.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Well, it may be the month of love, but it is also the month of AgriFest. It is here, AgriFest 2016 at Queen's Park on February 26th through 28th. Highlighting the theme sell, eat, we beat. A humongous amount of attractions and activities for everybody. So don't dipsy doodle your physiog. I, brother daddy, will be there, along with my sheep, Dolly, Dootsy, and Dan. So come, let me celebrate the very best of agriculture in the Caribbean.
I'm praying for my Caribbean gem that she will
Barbados.
against suffering can see.
Across these 166 square miles, in every parish, in every community, in every sector, in every home, in every sphere, you can find a gem, a Belgian gem. Celebrate their stories as we celebrate 50 years of independence.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, the main political parties contesting the upcoming general election in Jamaica today signed a political code of conduct. It requires parties and their candidates to refrain from violence and intimidation, among other things. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller said the signing represented a reaffirmation of Jamaica's democracy. 20 candidates signed the document, including the opposition leader Andrew Holness. Meanwhile, as St. Lucians prepare for the next general elections, there are calls for a cap on financial donations to political campaigns. We get more in this report from HTS News Force.
When the race begins to form a new government, political parties must find enough cash to fund their campaigns. Those campaigns do not come cheap. They are often characterized by expansive billboards and posters, huge rallies, and expensive ads. Throw in the party paraphernalia, everything from T-shirts and keyrings to umbrellas and caps, and the campaign spending bills are often astounding. Chartered accountant Frank Myers says it is time for party funding reform, the type of policies that would limit donations and make the names of donors public. He says perception is important, and political parties should go to great lengths to avoid the perception of any business person or group of business persons having undue influence over a government.
We are a small country. Technically, everybody has one vote. And it is unlikely that any person is going to give a significant amount of money to a political party and not want something back in return. That is the dangerous thing of all of this. It's the one thing, perhaps, to go out and do a fundraiser, and another thing to go to select persons and say, I want to pay for this particular expense.
Myers admits that the world over, businesses fund political parties. He, however, says this is usually governed by rigid rules.
And finally, health officials in Brazil say they expect to develop a vaccine for Zika virus in about a year. But the health minister says they would need about 2 more years for any large-scale rollout. Brazil is at the center of a Zika outbreak that has been linked to an increase in babies being born with underdeveloped brains. Health Minister Marcelo Castro announced the country will invest $1.9 million in research for the vaccine over the next 5 years. This project will be done in partnership with the scientists at the University of Texas. And that's the evening news. Remember to check out our website for the very latest, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 101 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Maricla Williams. Have a good evening.